Today's the day that I turn on the Airspace app. I get all my onboarding that I know I've done. I checked this morning and it's all complete. So I am going to be starting the Airspace app this week. We'll see what happens. So I am on my way to pick up my first Airspace delivery. They actually called me, working on some digital products. And I received a phone call, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll answer it. And it was from Airspace, and they were on delivery. They were asking if I were available for a delivery. And after I got the call, so while I was on the phone, I noticed that the app had actually put out a notification of a delivery offer. So I am on my way to pick up the item from a hospital. And I asked them because I wasn't sure, because I'm still in my original vehicle and I'm not yet comfortable using this vehicle for picking up live specimens. So I actually sent an email requesting to add the newer vehicle on my profile so that I can use that car for like live tissues and things like that. So he said it was not anything perishable, so it was only 25 pounds. And I also asked for the payout because it's going to be going like 100 and something miles away, and I wanted to make sure that it was worthwhile. He wasn't able to do it, but I did see the notification that was sent out earlier. I clicked on it and it showed me what the payout was going to be. It's going to be like $82 and some change. It's doable, you know, it's income, but for the amount of miles, I'm going to have to go back in and do the math because I don't know. I have to do the math on it, but it really wasn't what I would like to see. But it is giving me some income because my route was canceled this morning. So, hey, it is giving me some income for the day. So I guess I can't complain about that. So I am going to come back when I have the load picked up and go through that process, being that it's my first time. He did say that all the steps are in the app. And there's also a phone number that I'm supposed to call on arrival. So I'm going to go through that and come back and let you all know how that goes. Boy, that was an ordeal just trying to get the items. So on the app and on the phone, they stated that I had one item. And I went to the room as specified. And the guy's like, yeah, all the that company stuff is over here. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff. So that was interesting. The security guy at the hospital, oh man, he was the greatest. He stuck with me the whole time to try to, make sure that I was getting what I needed. And I had to make a few phone calls and finally found the totes. Instead of one, there were 4, and they definitely seemed heavier than 25 pounds each. So he helped me load them. And while I was on the phone, well, actually I was getting ready to call the company back just to ensure that I was to pick up the 4 totes instead of the 1 as indicated. He called me and was giving me another delivery. And I had to turn it down because it would have taken, so I have to go southeast to my destination, and it's almost 2 hours away. What he wanted me to do was go west an hour, pick up some more stuff, and then come back. So that would have added 2 hours onto my drive. And I already don't like going to Fort Wayne. So hold on for 1 second. All right, I am back. I had to make sure that I was going on a route that was not taking me into these little country roads. I wanted to be on the bypass, not the bypass, but the toll road, and then on the interstate, and not these county roads. If I'm going to be out here in the evening time, I definitely want to be taking the safest route. So what I was saying, I finally got everything loaded, and he was trying to give me another route, and I had to turn it down. One, again, because I don't know how much you're going to pay. You're not going to pay me from South Bend to Westville, so that part I'm not going to get paid. And then to drive from Westville to Fort Wayne, that's going to add a whole nother hour. And again, I was not trying to be out here all that time. So that's what's going on so far, and I will get back with you with any updates. So this is the next day, and I wanted to finish up that Airspace delivery, the first one. It went all right. I ended up delivering 4 totes from the hospital to, it looks like, the person's residence. I just dropped the items. It said to leave them at the doorstep. In the app, it asks for a signature, so I just signed off for it, and then in the notation just stated that I left it at the door per the instructions, so that way they don't think I'm trying to take someone else's signature. So that's how I that issue. Overall, I'd say that it was an okay delivery. It was a significant a number of miles. So I actually took the toll road there and back, and there's no opportunity to get like reimbursement on that. Like, for example, roadie, you can put your toll in there and get reimbursed, but not on this. So in terms of the actual delivery, it was okay, and it seems like, at least based on what I saw today. So I did a route this morning, and then I turned on Airspace afterwards, and I noticed that they had another offer going to Fort Wayne. So it seems like this app might be a lot of distance deliveries. So I turned it on hoping that they would have something local, but it seems like they're all going to Fort Wayne. I don't know, maybe it just happens to be a fluke. So because I had a route this morning, I didn't turn the app on this morning. I do not have an assigned route tomorrow, which is Friday. So I am going to get up and turn the app on early and see if I get some local deliveries. So we will see about that. I am still in the process of trying to get my TWIC card added. So we do have an airport here, so that might be able to increase some of my options. So that is something that I want to make sure I have added to my profile. So far, I guess I give Airspace a C, because I'm kind of getting these offers for the long distance, and then you have to deadhead home. To me, I calculate that as like half of the rate, and right now it just isn't fabulous. You know, it gives you a way to earn income, but those miles, it's not really something that I am too thrilled about. So I'm going to, keep going at it and see what else they have to offer. It does mention something about picking up kidneys and things like that. So we'll see. I'll stick with it, turn it on, and see, what offers I get. All right. See you all in the next one.